Day 33 on the Ireland Way. I'm rested, I'm fed, I'm hydrated, and I'm tick-free, which makes me really, really happy. I was very anxious. I had a great rest day here at the above Maguire Pub in Belcoo. A lovely apartment. Here we go, hiking from Belcoo to, shooting for 30 kilometers to the conifer forest. The good thing about the rest day that I had was it rained most of the day. You know, it's so funny when you're doing a long distance solo hike, and I've done a few now. It's very different when you're on your own taking a 0 day. At first you're desperate for it. You just can't wait to get under a roof, into a clean bed and a shower. But once you get all that done, once I've had a night's sleep and good food and got all my stuff clean, like, I'm done. I'm ready to go again. I find it so hard to stay that full day, although I know my body really needed it. Well, my body really needed it, but my spirits needed it more. I had hit a low, which is also really common in solo hiking, and I'm feeling so much better now. I won't be alarmed if I see a tick as much. Anyway, I'm on the antibiotics, and the sun is shining, and it's only a week and a half till Gord comes to meet me. My husband is coming to meet me for the last few days. He's renting a bicycle and going to cycle alongside, and that will be an amazing finish where we get to stay in B&Bs every night because he's not backpacking. So I'm really looking forward to that. So there's a lot to be happy about and grateful for today, and I do feel like it's a fresh start, and I'm a lot stronger to take on any challenges that may come my way. Oh wow, what a great campsite. Just outside Belcoo at the start of the Ballintempo forest. If you need it, there you go.
My ancestors, going back to 1764, owned most of this.
Really?
They owned about 1,000 acres here.
Wow. Well, I got asked again today if I'm not lonely on the trail. How can I be lonely when I meet lovely people like John, and then recently, Pat McManus, who gave me treats. Oh, hiker meets tractor. Tractor wins. So I'm probably about 3 or 4 hours from making camp, but this is the last water source that I can see on the map. Now, the color of the water may be a bit concerning. You see how it's kind of brown? I've got all the water I need, but it's kind of hard to leave this spot. Okay, finally got the deer. Oh, thank you so much to old Vera for answering the door. I wasn't sure that this was the right road, so I didn't see any markings for the Ulster Way. I was very happy to exchange my brown lake water for some nice, clear, clean tap water. These are the most skittish cows I've seen. They ran all the way down to the end here. Look at this one going, what's going on? Oh, we're supposed to be scared? Oh, there's a person! Ah, I didn't see her. Wait for me. Wow. So scared. after 6 p.m. It's 28 degrees. All the clouds are gone. All the clouds are gone, all the clouds are gone, and the sun is hot. Otherwise, it's a lovely day. I love that I'm forest walking today. Just love that so much. So it was, or it is still, 28 degrees, and my forehead was frying. Put on your hat, dum-dum. So did that, and I feel way more comfortable. It took me a while. The heat gives me brain fog, for sure. So you want to see why I am often confused on this trail? Okay, so behind me is, that's where I came out of the forest gate, okay? Then dead ahead is a post across the street. Okay, let's take a look. And it says go right. Okay, I go right, but because I've learned to double, triple check, I turn around and look and go, hey, wait a second. Yeah, it's saying go left into the forest road. That's right, that's where I came from. But it's also saying, see, Ulster Way, it's also saying go straight ahead. So I look on the other side and what? Anyway, so I looked it up in the map guidebook and it said go left. Man, this is one long hill at the end of the day. 4 kilometers on this road going up, up, up from the conifer forest. So I totally blew my evening deadline, but look at this. Is this view not worth it? Do you see that reflection on water? That's the ocean. This is the west coast, Donegal. And look where my tent is with permission from the farmer. And he said, sure. And then he said, I've got a field that I cut between here and the next house, just a little patch, and you're welcome to it. And there's only one little catch. The wife says, what about the cows? He said, oh, they won't bother. They're very passive and older cows. Well, guess what? They are keeping a very close eye on me. There's the house of the owners right there who kindly have let me on their property. And this one, the white one, was like, had her nose right down sniffing. I just had to beat the ground and say, no, go eat your grass. And yes, my door is open and absolutely facing the sunset. Good morning, it's day 34. What a view to wake up to. So I wanted to show you a little trick. So I had been experiencing a lot of condensation on the inside of my tent, and I've forgotten that these are called vents, where you zip down from the top. You can have a little lookout, but you can also just leave it open through the night on both sides, and that allows good ventilation to help keep the air moving and have less condensation on the inside. Now, this was a really breezy location. Obviously, we have a wind farm here. It's Thursday, June 15th. And I have now less than 2 weeks to the finish. Yeah, 2 weeks yesterday. On Wednesday, I plan to finish in Ballycastle. So let's get moving. So this is the village of Ballyc, famous for Ballyc pottery. I just went into the Ballyc tourist visitor center, and £5 for taking a tour of the actual factory makings of the pottery. Don't need to do that. A pretty little village. It seems to be a lot more alive than the others I've been to. Very touristy. I've heard a lot of non-Irish accents. In fact, hearing way more non-Irish accents in the north. Noticing other differences as well right away. Well, on my way out of Balik, on my way to Petticoat, the guide says that this is actually not recommended as a walking route, but it is the Ireland Way. It suggests that public transport is taken between these two villages, that there really isn't a foot-friendly route to be had, but that through hikers will want to likely walk the way. So I will at least attempt it. If it gets dangerous and just ridiculous with traffic, then I may just have to abort and stick my thumb out. I've just left beautiful St. Patrick's Catholic Church in Balik, and I wanted to share that I have made progress. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if it was just the day or the church, but that's the fourth one that I've been into now in about the last week to 10 days, I'd say. There's a bit of a gap there where I didn't really go through villages and didn't really have the opportunity, but I have not got upset. I have not got weepy. I've just felt very calm and comforted and focused when I've gone in to give the moments to the memory of mom and dad through my prayer. So that's good. It's so funny, on one side of the road you have lovely homes, grassy gardens with flowers and manicured hedges and bushes, and on the other side, cows. And in the distance, the wind turbines on the horizon there at the top of the hill. That's where I came from this morning. Down, 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 down into Balik. And still leaving Balik for a little village. The suburban sprawl is surprisingly extensive. Yep, the high-vis vest is back on. Definitely needed on this road. Okay, bit of a reprieve from the buses, trucks, motorbikes, and cars doing 120k out on the main road. This sort of parallels it, and it's definitely a secondary, quieter road. So still road walking. That's the day it is between Balik and before Balik, between where I camped last night and Petticoat. Not sure if I'm going to make it to Petticoat today, but we'll see. We'll see. So I ran into a little problem today. I got overheated. I really overheated. It must have been over 30 degrees, and I was on that side road that paralleled the main road, and I wasn't getting the wind or the breeze there that I had been getting out on the main road, and I just got hotter and hotter and hotter, and I thought, okay, well, I'll just take a break. So I sat on the side of the road, and I was in the shade, sitting still, and I wasn't cooling down. My temperature just was staying up high, and I started to feel dizzy, and I just was sitting with my head on my hands on my knees, and starting to really feel desperate and in trouble. And a car pulled over, and somebody asked if I was okay. And you know how when people ask you're okay, and you go, yeah, I'm okay, I'm okay. And I just said, I'm really overheated. And he said, well, why don't you let me give you a lift somewhere? Anyway, we chatted, and the somewhere turned out to be at Dan's home. Now, Dan had to go back to work out on the farm, but he has let me come and stay at his beautiful home this gorgeous surrounding. But look at their land. Now, I just heard some thunder coming from over in that direction, and I know he was scrambling to get back out to the fields to get the hay in before some rain came tonight. So, on a night when there's going to be a thunderstorm, I get taken in by a kind stranger. How blessed am I? First thunderstorm since I've been in Ireland, and it happens to be at a time when a trail angel has taken me in. I would be drenched if I was out there right now. Amazing.